quick stretch. Oh, pop the elbows and fingers. And without further ado, we can begin. So, hello, people of the internet. It is I, Soul Rack Dragon, here, back with more Fate Grand Order, where we are going to be continuing. Drumroll here, because it's taking its time to load. Come on. Come on, a little bit faster. We're going to be continuing Ordeal Call 1. Ordeal Call 1, Zero Compass, Inner Domain, Paper Moon. There's the mouthful out of the way. So, yeah, we're going to be continuing that today. We are on section 6 right now. It's another long one, so we'll find out how much I can get done today. Though, for those on YouTube, this will all be in one, you know? So, it's all going to be done today. Haha. Or rather, all of this section is going to be done today. Whether or not more gets done on other days, you'll see tomorrow. You know, if I make a comment about second intro or not. But yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like the video to show your support, comment if you've got any feedback, and of course, subscribe so that you can catch when the future parts come out. Without further ado though, I think we shall begin here with a no battle node in section 6. I don't know why I talked like I had a lisp there. Greedy worship / for eating. So, just as a recap, Bluebeard was revealed to be the true Giles. Something about him being an alter ego of Giles, but I'm not giving up on the pretender theory. And he turned into a giant monster that is slowly devouring everything and has started to encroach on the central area, which is a neutral zone. Yeah, we also met Sakura and her Saber, which was Ryder, aka Medusa, which was a nice surprise, but sadly a slightly spoiled one, but it is fine. Anyways, let's go. What do you mean? Exactly what I said. The neutrality rule is currently not being followed. We believe there is probably some manner of bug afflicting the Master of Caster. There it is again. That is, Build Prime's AI programming. Caster's massive writhing fiend has been devouring every nearby AI can get its tentacles on around coordinates 1750. Type Gs that escaped from Grow, Type Ds from Defend who came in to deal with it, other AIs who just happen to be in the area. All of them. We have an emergency on our hands. The central governing AI detected several servants gathered at these coordinates, and so sent this unit here. So Ronnie the 12th told you to come here, huh? Well, never mind that. What's the number of servants got to do with anything? The central governing AI has proposed a temporary ceasefire for the System Grail War. So master and servant pairs can work together to eliminate Caster, who is believed to be rampaging out of control. So I'm calling for all servants present to assemble with their masters at the church. Saber, Berserker, Assassin, and Lancer. Got it. I've met him before. Flashback? Yeah, flashback. Man, our memory is like Swiss cheese. Lancer, when did you get here? We're at the edge of our territory, too. After we got our ingredients and left, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. I really wanted to just get to work on the ingredients and figure out how to best accentuate their flavors, but I decided I should come back here just to be sure. I think I smell another Indian god. Is that Vayu, the wind god? That's right, I'm Vayu's kid. While we're on the subject, my big bro's the son of Dharamaja, and my younger brothers are sons of Indra and the Ashvin twin gods. I knew it. It was you, Bhima. Hey, Duryodhana! Didn't expect to run into you here. Oh, that's a glare. Bhima, son of Vayu, the wind god. Do you know what this means, Soul? See, you're Arjuna's older bro. You know Arjuna. Well, of a guy, isn't he? I'm proud to have him for a little brother. I'm sure he hasn't given you even the slightest bit of trouble, but I guess he might have made your life tougher a little sometimes by being a little too serious. Base Arjuna hasn't given me any trouble. Composite Arjuna, though. Well, that's just the kind of guy he is. Don't pay him any heed. Sorry, I assumed you were both allies. You are, right? I mean, you wouldn't be alive right now if he considered you an enemy, so it just makes sense. One of the 5 Pandava brothers, Arjuna's older brother, and that's not all. According to legend, Bhima's strength was without equal, and his biggest rival was... Come on, Duryodhana, don't glare at me like that. This isn't the time or the place, right? What did you just say? Good point. I don't know what kind of history you have, Lancer there, Berserker. But right now, taking care of that monstrous caster and helping AIs is much too important. So the governor wants us all to assemble at the church? Affirmative. I have also conveyed as much to Ryder, who is currently not present. This is an official administrative summons. Please comply to the fullest extent of your capabilities. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any issue with us complying here. These poor AIs. Come on, let's go. Well, I guess it makes sense to attack that thing from as many angles as possible. Especially when spreading the work around means I can take it easy. I'll go to the church, but there's no way in hell I'm going with him. There's no telling when he might stab me in the back. I'd never do something so cowardly. Why, you've got a lot of nerve lying to our faces like that. I've never seen Berserker go so red with anger before. I guess he really does hate Lancer. I have no intention of befriending any of you either. As long as we show up, it doesn't matter how we get to the church, right? So Sakura and I'll get there on our own way. Right. I only ask that you all make your way there as quickly as possible. Tell them, not me. We'll probably be the first ones there. Bridal carry? I want to imagine a bridal carry there. Whoa, she just scooped her master up in her arms and leapt away. Indeed it was. Ooh, that was a good crackle of the neck. I've got to head back and fetch my master, too. Still, I'm a child of the god of wind. I might be bulky, but that sure as hell doesn't make me slow. Let's go. Hey, wait for me! This is unexpected. At least now we've had an opportunity to see what the other servants are, though. Come on, let's head to the church while we continue to gather information. To the church, to the church, to the church, to the church. A short section. Arrow. Woo! Another no battle node. Alrighty. If that keeps these no battle nodes up, I might get through 2 sections today. Maybe even 3. Wouldn't that be something? But I am on a hard time limit today because I do have class tonight. Seething. Well, someone's in a killing mood. You already knew Lancer, right? Is this about him? Shut up. Don't ask me about him. Of course I'm going to ask. How else am I going to get you to talk to me? That servant could end up being our enemy in this Holy Grail War, right? So I want to know about him. If you're not willing to speak up yourself, we can tell Ayas all the information we have about him instead. Should any of that information turn out to be inaccurate or unflattering to you, well, I suppose you'll just have to live with that. Wait, don't do that. You're obviously just gonna spout some baseless lies and make it seem like I'm the bad guy or what happened was my fault or something. From what I've been told, you were the bad guy, though. You were the bad guy from what I understand. So fine, I guess I can tell you a little bit about what went down. First thing you know is that the 5 Pandava brothers were sworn enemies of the 100 Princes, my family. But since we're all from the same kingdom, we all studied under the same martial arts master. Okay, so how did you end up becoming enemies? Why do you hate them so much? It largely came down to a disagreement over the matter of succession. Each side insisted they were the rightful heirs to... Hey, shut it. There were plenty of reasons for the fallout. Ultimately, though, it happened because they were a bunch of delusional bastards who don't know their place. The end. I can't help but feel like there's a lot more to the story than you're letting on. Yeah, well, you're wrong. They were always like that. That's why my brothers and I were constantly fighting with them. And Beeman was the worst of the lot. Ever since we were kids, he was always the biggest and strongest guy around. Gods, I hate him. The only way I could fight back was relying on my wits, so I drugged him, tied him up, and threw him into the Ganges. Utterly appalled. But then not only does the guy survive, he ends up in an underground world where Serpent King gives him an Amrita elixir, so he comes back even stronger than ever. Can you believe the nerve of this guy? This is such crap. Let's see, there was also that game of dice we played where I took them for absolutely everything they had. I had to thank Uncle Sakuni for making sure that went smoothly. Oh, and one time I went out to the woods to point and laugh at those sad sacks who'd been banished and sent to live there. I ended up getting caught by the Gandharvas, then I had to suffer the humiliation of having them come to rescue me. There, you see? Now it should be abundantly clear how irredeemably evil they are. Dude, this is all just making you look terrible, dude. Like, seriously. Can you blame me for not wanting to talk about them? No, you can't. Well, I guess I can see how that might have been pretty rough, especially for the other guys. There, you satisfied? Then come on, we're almost to the church. Yeah, it's definitely the other guys that deserve the pity. Definitely the other guys. Nope. Well, that was an abrupt end to the conversation. I suppose he really doesn't want to discuss the Great War. I wonder why not. Maybe he's kind of a bit of a sore loser. I can make an educated guess. From Duryodhana's perspective, Bhima is an especially loathsome rival. Little wonder that Duryodhana is not eager to revisit like how he died in a duel with him. Oh, so that's why he's truly bitter. Because he got beat. Oh, are we the last to arrive? Sorry it took so long, but we had a lot of distance to cover. You are all here, then let's begin. Good day, everyone. It's good to see you all again. As the AI Holy Grail Wars Overseer, I usually only meet with participants in serious, unexpected situations. Unfortunately, we find ourselves in the middle of exactly such a situation now. Is it going to show us? Are we going to show up? I don't trust you, Lev. I really don't. I'd rather have stayed home if Lancer had let me. Why is this? What's this? Oh, it's not showing us. I think Saber's master said her name is Sarajera. Not that I care. Something seems off, but I do not know what it could be. I believe Defense Prime AI has already told you what is occurring. Through a combination of Noble Phantasm and his Master Structural Support Program, Castor has become an enormous abomination. The abomination in question is a massive writhing fiend composed of his familiars. It does nothing but devour every AI in sight. It is completely ignoring Defen's neutrality rule, which leads me to believe it is rampaging out of control. It's not clear how much sway its master's will has over its actions at present. But since this master is either unable or unwilling to stop it, our only choice is to punish him for his infraction. So I'm declaring them both hazards which must be eliminated by the System Grail War to proceed as planned. Kinda late for that, isn't it? They've been running around butchering AI all this time and you haven't done anything so far. Managing AIs is a key part of the Holy Grail War. I was willing to tolerate their tactics as long as they did not affect the world itself. But I can hardly ignore the rampant destruction in what is meant to be a neutral area. Suffice to say, they have crossed a line. Okay, so why do we have to clean up their mess? This isn't our fault. The fact is, only servants like yourselves are strong enough to stop another servant. One could say this world's entire Roniment supply currently revolves around you. But putting such spec-based reasons aside, I do understand why you would question your need to assist. So as the System Grail Wars Overseer, I'm prepared to offer a substantial reward for this operation. Oh, what reward? I'm willing to share the spare command spells I have access to as the Overseer. Well, if you have spare command spells and you are the Overseer, can you not just command Castor to stop? I am sure this goes without saying, but those command spells consist of highly compressed rudiment that has been customized for each master taking part in the System Grail War. All this is to say that they will be very useful for you in the future battles. Oh, that does sound good. Does that mean you're going to give them to everyone here who agrees to take part in the operation? No, that may give an unfair advantage to anyone who fails to meaningfully contribute in this battle. It may be difficult to be completely fair about distributing the rewards, but I will have the Defend AIs observe and record as best as they are able. So if one servant manages to accomplish something major on their own, they will get a reward. And if you decide to form a team and work together, that whole team will be rewarded. These kinds of decisions are part and parcel of a Holy Grail War. Well, I don't think that's an opponent any of us can defeat alone, so I say we all work together. Agreed. I agree. There must still be lots of Grow AIs in the area. I can't abandon them to die. Not me. I'm staying out of this. What? I've given it some thought, but there's something else I need to focus on at the moment. And if you're all working together already, then you don't need my help. I'm sure you'll manage on your own. So you dragged me all this way against my will, and you're not even going to help? They asked us all to show up, so I did, but that doesn't mean I have to do everything they say. There's no penalty for not going along with this, right? No, there isn't. While I am asking all of you for your help, this is merely a request, not a demand. Then it should be fine. We just won't get any goodies ourselves. And since we're the only ones here getting to eat really delicious meals, I'd say that makes us even. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, it kind of does, but... well, I guess we'd probably just be in the way if we didn't really want to be there anyway, so... It's okay, Sarajera. Everyone has somewhere they belong, right? And we should be fine with everyone else agreeing to help. I can't wait to see what kind of yummy dishes Lancer comes up with. Once this is all over, I really hope you'll let me come and see what you did with my materials. Sure. Aw, poor Sakura. Duryodhana has thoughts, and that made us focus in on them for a reason as well. It's a shame we could not get everyone to agree to help, but it's alright. I knew this was a possible outcome. Now then, let me go over this information I think you'll need to resolve this problem. I believe Castor's colossal writhing fiend is following an algorithm that constantly directs it to the most easily available source of rudiment. If there's any AIs in its vicinity, it will go to them. If not, it will go to the closest location where it thinks it can find more. If two or more equally viable candidates exist, it will go to where the rudiment concentration is the densest. It is currently located near North Defend coordinates 10-14, and since appearing in Grow, it has consistently moved south. Its current trajectory puts it on a path to Central Defend. It may even be headed towards this very church. Comparing the density data for Type Gs and Ds, the most common reason it came from Defend to Grow is that Defend's Type Ds didn't run away, which puts Defend's property density above Grow's. ... This is your fault. This isn't your fault, Sakura. Defend's just as much to blame for not handling that thing. More importantly, did you say it was heading for this church? If Castor is able to detect rudiment quantities, yeah, tongue-tied, then it's possible he may be after the spare command spells I'm planning to give you. And that's in addition to the base rudiment being kept in the church, which is used to run the system itself. In fact, if he is currently a slave to his algorithm, it's probably just a matter of time until he finds his way here. Then you have a pretty clear idea on where that thing's going. And then it's obvious what you need to do then. Well then, Ryder and I are gonna bounce too. Of course you are, Lev. Of course you are. I hate him. He's planning something, I know it. I know it. He is planning something. Huh? You're not gonna stay and fight with us. We don't want him. We don't want him. Nope, I don't see that in our future. You want to do this? Then you go right ahead. Well, see you around. Let's go, Ryder. Where's the yawn? Some sense of teamwork you guys have. Damn it, so much for taking it easy on this one. Does this mean it's just the three of us then? Makes no sense. Something's definitely not right here. The Bima I know would never put anything above fighting. So does that mean this isn't actually Bima? Pretender. Hey, we're still talking here, Berserker. I don't know why, but it looks like we're going to have to fight that thing with just 3 servants. So we need to come up with a plan. Now that we know the enemy's route, the most reasonable course of action would be to set up an ambush. However, our opponent is almost certainly much stronger now than he was when we fought him. So ideally, we should have something of our own that also gives us an edge we lacked before. The question is, what could that something be? Since this is an official request you're making in your capacity as Overseer, Ronnie the 12th, should you not also be offering some kind of official assistance to help us complete this request? Very well. I will provide you all with some raiment before your battle, to be doled out at my discretion. Good. So unlike last time, we will have more resources to work with, and the locational advantage to anticipate the enemy. And that's not all. We will also have you on our side this time, Saber. So, you want me to work? Yes, yes we do. Isn't that why you're still here? Please, Saber, I'm asking you to. I guess things have changed since I fought him in Grow. Excuse me. There are no Type Gs around to worry about, and no facilities with which I need to be careful with either. Having more raiment to work with this time should mean I can fight at full strength if I want to. But to be honest, I don't want you people seeing me to fight at full strength. Otherwise, we'd be showing our hand. You do get that, right, Sakura? I do, but I don't think we have a choice. We can't very well go back to Grow until we do something about Castor. That's all I want. I want to go back to that place I love and work peacefully alongside the other Type Gs like always. Fine, I'll do it. But if I'm going to go all out, then you people had better pull your weight, too. No slacking off like the ones who turned tail and ran. Honestly, I'd rather slack off too, but I guess that's just not realistic. Especially when our chief slacker, Mr. Berserker here, seems to have his head in the clouds. Someone's gotta light a fire under his ass to make sure he pulls his weight. I can help with that. If your fire burns his ass, I'll just fix it up good as new. But do you really think we can win, Saber? I can't say for sure until we try. But if we don't have to worry about collateral damage as much, then yeah, I think we can. From there, it'll just come down to which of us is the more destructive monster. That thing, or me. Probably that thing. That thing is a safe bet. Battle node, at long last. It is not support only, but we will set party pre-battle. So yeah. Not support only. Who are we gonna choose? Duryodhana or Medusa? I think I gotta give Medusa a shot. Its advance is relentless. It continues ever onward, driven only by its simple-minded, hedonistic desires. Yes, let's just stand there. Poor AIs. The desire to feed. The desire to dominate weaker creatures, to tear them to shreds, to end them utterly. Ah, the drawing of fear, the wish to flee, and the crushing realization of that wish's denial, the realization of the inevitability of what is to come, their tantalizing screams. Have I ever feasted upon such things myself? I haven't, have I? It's the same. The same as that red room decorated with my foolish brides. The same color, the same smell, the same screams, the same taste. I no longer need to wait for my sacrificial brides to come to me. I can go and collect them myself. He's mad. Mad, I say. Mad. Yes, this body can tell. This skin can smell it. I see, yes, that's right. Now that I have become the very taboo pouring from my room, I am the forbidden room. Don't look, whatever you do, don't look inside, but I'll leave the key right here. Don't go in, whatever you do, don't go inside, but I'll leave the key right here. Because if you do, my beloved wife, even I don't know what I might do. Yeah, he's nuts. But now you're seeing it. You're seeing me, the room, with your eyes filled with terror. And that means you may as well be inside the room right now. Yeah, I definitely think the G-type ones are more Sakura than they are Rani. Just the hair color shade. Where are my next wives? Where are the wives I entrusted with my magical key? Yeah, Bluebeard be nuts. Who am I? I know who I am. Of course I do. I exist to understand all things. That's the ideal I'm meant to strive for and achieve. The principles of this world, the beginning and the end of everything. The absolute laws that govern all things. The root. So of course I understand who I am. I'm the prime AI of Build. The master of Caster. Makiri Zolgan, an elite mage. I'm the greatest heir to ever inherit the Makiri name, and the last of the purebloods. I'm so perfect in every regard that there's no way I could possibly fail. I don't know what that means, but I do understand that is who I am. So... yes, that's it. The elation at having figured out a way to make Caster's noble phantasm invincible courses through me. The relief at having proven how exceptional I truly am rattles my lungs like laughter. All the while, some part of me deep in my chest seems to strain against its mismatched surroundings. Is this justice? Poor Rani. No. No, it isn't. In fact, I'll go further. The question itself is faulty. Justice is found only in victory in achieving your ideals. He was born that of a mage. That's why he acted the way he did. Yes, that's right. I must realize my ideals. And to do that, I must abandon certain things. Some feelings I must grind into dust. If there was a fatal flaw in the structure design of the mage standing here now, it was that he understood the importance of durability. Having been forced, supposedly exceptional as he is, onto retreat because of a simple numbers advantage ate at him. So he turned to his trump card to wipe away the stain of failure and prove himself, even if doing so meant giving up any semblance of control. It worked far better than he expected, and upon realizing how completely his creation had escaped his reach, the part of him telling him how he should be spilled out, smashing through the flimsy restraints, meant to keep things in place. And so, before he knew it, what humane aspects of his personality as might have been remained, had things gone differently, were completely lost. And all that remained was a pure mage, lost in his ostensibly rational pursuit of ideals. Yes, that's right. Rules, neutral zones, why should I be concerned with such wretched trivialities? Just look at this power, the power to consume anything and everything. I'm superior to all things in existence. I am but a guarantee to become this world's next ruler. So if this is the only most expedient plan to achieving my ideals, then what problem could there possibly be in my devouring every last one of the old world's obsolete machines? Everyone knows what happens to products that aren't built with durability in mind. They end up broken. Yeah, Zalkin has a bit of a twisted ideology here. A little twisted in the head. Just a little bit. Let's go over the plan one last time. It may be a simple thing, but that is exactly why we need to make absolutely sure we're all on the same page. You said it. The enemy caster's magical writhing fiend form continues to advance south at a pace that is 97% in line with my calculations. This is due to the unfortunate AI casualties that were unable to escape taking optimum measures, and the efforts of the defend AIs who gave their lives in service to their duty. No, now's not the time to mourn their loss. Right now we need to do the best we can to stop that thing so it doesn't hurt anyone else. Exactly. Our ultimate objective is to eliminate the colossal writhing fiend with which Castor has assimilated. While we do need to deal with the small and medium-sized fiends in the vicinity, they are Castor's familiars and so should disappear once we defeat him, so we do not need to worry about killing them all. The important thing is to dispose of the smaller ones in front of the colossal fiend, thereby stopping its advance. Since it's capable of sensing Roniment, it should also detect servants. Don't know why I've got the yawns today. Since they possess high quantities of high-density Roniment, so our job is to draw the colossal fiend's attention while eliminating the nearby smaller ones, and if possible, to whittle this colossal one down. Aw, come on, taking out the little guys, that's no job for a prince. Stop whining. So at least he seems to be feeling like his old self again. I never thought I'd be glad to see him being so selfish again. So Berserker and I are pretty much just decoys, huh? I'm the god of love. I'm not much for the brawny stuff like smashing huge monsters with brute force or weakening them with sheer destructive power, so I guess this is our only choice. Are you sure you can handle the brawny stuff? Like you said, this is our only choice. If there was anyone else here who could do it, I'd happily let them. I don't think there is, no. I mean, there is Melt, but you guys aren't acknowledging her. I'm also guessing just tearing off a tentacle chew won't be enough to stop that giant monster. The only way to do that is probably to destroy its heart, to kill Castor at its core. But the problem there is we don't know where in that massive body Castor could be. No, we do not. I'm doing my best to pinpoint him, but I haven't yet found a clear answer. Sakura, the prime AI of Grow, she seems to be largely non-aggressive, just like Ayas. But it also seems like she technically has what it takes to be a competent master. If Saber were to use her full strength... Oh, then you'd be able to figure out where that damned Castor's whereabouts? No, I'd slice that thing to ribbons, turn all the pieces into stone, and hopefully one of those stone ribbons would be the right one. I see, that's a lot more brute force than I was expecting. Oh, right, got it. I'm not cut out for that kind of unusually hard work, so I'll let you handle that part. What if we try going after his master instead? You mean killing off Castor's main supply of Roniment at the source? That would certainly be one way to resolve this situation. Unfortunately, the problem with that approach is their monster is essentially acting on its own, in a way. So while I'm sure Master is staying close as necessary, we can't be sure that we'll find him nearby. It is safe to assume Castor's master is aware of this vulnerability, and is therefore doing everything he can to hide. I am therefore forced to conclude that it is not realistic to search for him in our limited window of opportunity. I don't know why, but just seeing that master kind of pisses me off, so I would have been happy to win by killing him. But if that's not possible, then we'll just have to do something about his monster. By the way, would you two mind standing next to each other for a moment? The two sides of Sakura. Weird, they seem similar yet completely different. Oh well, it's not important. Never mind, anyway, we're good now, right? I'll be waiting somewhere I can make my first move. I'll attack as soon as I see an opening, so just follow my lead when I get moving. Oh, Saber. I'm sorry about her, everyone. Anyway, I guess I'd better get going too. Well, hang on a second. How are your injuries? The ones I treated before? I'd never treated a master before, so I'm curious how it worked. I feel completely fine now, thank you. Here, see? Just look how much energy I have to spare now. Hup! Oh, that's adorable. Really? Well, that's good to hear, but let me know if you need anything else. I will. Okay, everyone. Good luck. Hey, you can see the command cell on her hand, too. Because she doesn't have gloves on this time. Woo! No gloves! Here it comes. I'm doing my best to predict its next movements in real time using thought acceleration, but there may still be some situations I cannot anticipate. In those cases, I only ask that you do your best to play it by ear. Yeah, we know, though I wish you'd focus on predicting exactly those kinds of unforeseen situations. Alright, let's do this. Let's kick some monster butt. Because it is a monstrously sized butt. I know it, it's just not right for me to be working cleanup duty like a common foot soldier. I'm the kind of guy who should be leading the charge against the enemy general. How did it come to this? I don't see how any of this will help me get what I want. Quit whining already. Okay, everyone, I swear by all the repair that I'll heal you right away if you get hurt. But I'd much rather none of you get hurt in the first place, so please be careful. Careful I shall be. We will bring Duryodhana here, but I am going to go with the, Avenger Kama for this. I think Avenger Kama serves me better than otherwise. Oh, some NP to start, and only 2 waves. This shouldn't be too bad. That's fine to use. Okay. Press the buttons. Whee! Button press. Button press. Gotta love the button press. So loud in my ears, good lord. I think I just blew out my eardrums. Also, did I just see 1.6 million damage there? Because that's a lot of damage. And we get another NP right off the bat. 0 to hero in no time flat. 0 to hero, just like that. Yeah, we are not as much, but still a fair bit of damage there, I think. Man, if it's just a bunch of these kinds of nodes, I think I'll get done with this one in no time. Rewards, just some QP and Berserker gems. Alright, another battle node against Bazaka. Was there anything special about this node? Too late, can't tell. Where should we put this, Chief? Over there, and hurry, I hate wasting time. You don't have to tell Speedster twice, we'll have it done in no time. Vroom! Now this should go here, and... That's it, it's all coming together. I knew he was planning something. No, wait, a spell like this would work better this way. I'll make some minor adjustment. Got to keep things running as efficiently as possible. I knew he was planning something. What is it you're seeing, Master? Oh, curious? No, I'm merely your sword. I have no doubts or questions of my own. Forget it. I should not have asked. Please disregard what I said. I do not have the capacity to see things, as you do, Master. And I certainly do not have the capacity to see things more clearly than you. You know, I've been wondering about this for a while now, but... Are you actively trying to make yourself seem unexceptional? Not at all. There's neither anything exceptional nor unexceptional about me. I truly am just your blade. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that so? Well, whatever. I'll go ahead and answer your question anyway. What I'm seeing here is the future. Though that's not to say I'm seeing the future itself, I'm just measuring and observing what it'll become. Oh, not so much as a from you this time, eh? For a general, you really are a lot like a sword, aren't you? Of course, I don't know if that's how you want me to see you, but oh well. Anyway, I don't know if you've got all the nuances, but that's what I see. But just so there's no misunderstandings, I'll say this. I'm just doing what I want. I have no idea what the future will bring. Whether those other servants live or die is all up to them. Yeah, he's gonna, like, do some magical nuke, and we're gonna have to get out of there in time, or something like that. Not trusting of Lev Lanier at all. Comma, 4 o'clock. Already dealt with. Gosh, we're really in sync today, aren't we? I suppose so. I do suppose so. Now's my chance to cover myself in glory. Take this! Damn it, that thing's just too damn big even for a master of a club like me. Hey, you're stealing my thunder. Oh well, I figured you'd do something like that. And hey, now the enemy's focused entirely on you. Huh? Ah! Fall back. Oh, Duryodhana. You do not have the strength or the intelligence to try and be like Gil and Jason. Alright, we've cleaned up a fair amount of the little ones, and now we've got the big one's attention, so anytime now, I just wonder how little Miss Resting Bitch Face is gonna come through for us. Oh, snap. Man, imagine if Sakura actually called Medusa that. I feel like that would break poor Medusa's heart. Okay, Sakura, I'm going. Get somewhere safe and wait for me. I'm your master. I'm gonna watch you from right here. Also, hup, here. Rodiment. I knew the central governing AI already gave us some supplies, but I wanted to gift you some Rodiment too. It's a little nest egg I've been saving up for a special occasion. Please, take it. I think you'll need it. Okay, thanks. Then I'll use this extra Rodiment to change my spear origin into something a little more suited for battle. Stand back. I don't know, I kind of like that drip you got going on there, Medusa. Well, let's see what your second ascension is. Okay. Wow, you look awesome. Huh? Did you just click your tongue? Much as I loathe to admit it, this is apparently a bit much. There is apparently a bit of Athena here. Oh, she's got a shield. She has a riot shield, to be specific. Interesting. A very interesting ascension. I like it. Much as I am loath to admit it, maybe that's why I started speaking more formally. I don't mind either way. Just be yourself. Also, can I get a... No, her hand is turned. I wanted to get a good look at Sakura's hand to see if I could see her command spell, but I do not mind either way either. But for the time being, I will keep the formality. I am your servant, after all, as I have just made abundantly clear. And yet, I'm also still me, still fundamentally the same person. Yes, I know. Now, if you'll excuse me. Okay, see you later, Saber, and please be careful. You know, leaving Sakura all alone is just asking for Zalkin to, come and do something to her. What was that? No, never mind that. Right now I need to focus on her battle. Good luck, Saber. And I feel like that might be what's about to happen. Zalkin is totally gonna ambush her. Poor Sakura. Poor Sakura. Chrysor. A thing born from my blood, bearing a golden sword, it went on to father countless hideous monsters. And so it is thought this sword that I connect with my own demonic self to the lineage of all monsters. Now go, my monsters, tear your prey with your teeth, rend it with your claws, toy with it, if you so wish. And once you've ripped it to tiny shreds, my eyes will finish the job. Ooh, badass line. And it looks like it's just going to be a straight Medusa fight. Yep, just Medusa. How the heck she's supposed to do anything in this, I don't know. Well, she's starting off with an NP, so that's something. That didn't look any different. That's worth holding. So do .d. Classic QAB, I think. The mighty chain. So mighty this chain shall be. I think she just entered final section. That was a pretty cinematic NP. I liked it. Okay. Not a lot of damage, though. Really, not a lot of damage. We are one short. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. A single point short from having NP. That's annoying. Also, the constant 3,000 kills, I think I will have... Like, if we have to fight this again because Medusa fails here, I might have to break out and melt again. Excuse me. Because this is a big boy. It is not going down easy. This giant, writhing beast. Excuse me. Trying to slap myself to keep myself awake because I keep burping and yawning. It's not one thing, it's the other. Chrysaor is what you pronounce your NP as, by the way. So I was pronouncing it wrong. But I could be wrong on that pronunciation as well. So we got decent NP refund here at least. Oh. Well, that's kind of lame. Oh well. I guess we will be bringing in the tactical melt. ... The prime AI of Fen gazed off into the distance as she went over her duties in her mind. She was here now to fulfill those very duties. There was a chance the monster in the distance could reach their location. Or that a stray projectile might strike nearby. Well, considering the archer is probably hidden right now, we don't have any stray projectiles to worry about. What would she do then? What else? She would protect her leader, even at the cost of her own life. That is simply who she was. How are things going? The real battle has only just begun. The enemy's advance has halted, at least for now. But you could not have determined that on your own without coming outside to consult? I was in the mood. Whatever happens, it will have a profound effect on the Holy Grail War. Perhaps we could say it's the first step in the Grail War. Either way, when watching the stars move, it's best to step outside and look up at the sky, even if that sky is false. Incomprehensible. From then on, the two remained silent as they studied the giant writhing mass off in the distance. And then... And then what? And then what? Don't leave me hanging here. And then, we're forming another party immediately before the battle begins. It is just Berserker again, so... I'm very much leaning towards the Pretender theory again, because Caster is now a Berserker. I wasn't expecting this, as if that massive bulk wasn't bad enough. It regenerates, too. Caster must be moving around inside that thing every time I attack. Then we'll just melt it all in one go. I don't think it's working like we expected. Crap. You're right. This isn't looking great. Back her up, please. How could I say no to such a cute puppy dog eyes? Okay, I suppose I can help out a little. But if it goes well, I want you to give me a nice big reward in exchange. Okay. Hey, quit slacking off, would you? Now that we've dealt with the little guys, I say we try going after that thing directly again. I swear, I don't know what you would all do without me. Well, when they write about today in the history books, make sure you include this. The moment the plan failed and things were at their most dire, the great Duryodhana swooped in to save the day. Thanks to him, everything worked out. Okay, I'll give that one more shot, and if things look hopeless, I'll run for it. Well, I felt like maybe I should praise him, but now that I see the look on his face, I'm not so sure. Okay. Just throwing us right into it here. I'm going with my squad here. Yeah, we're gonna use my squad. The Power Strike squad here. Yep, Black Grail Melt for the win. This thing will not stand a ghost of a chance against a Black Grail empowered Meltrilis. It's got a lot less HP. Well, that's kind of lame. I mean, I'm still gonna see Big Number go burr, but it's not as cool if it's not against another big number. Though this is just the first bar, maybe a subsequent bar will have even more HP. So I can watch it go burr, even if it is at the cost of seals. That's fine. Push button, push button, push button. Excuse me. I'm gonna save Melt Virus just for the second and third bars of health. Because I'm pretty confident yeah, I've got this already. Good gracious. So without Melt Virus and all these buffs, we are doing 1.4 million HP of damage. Remove Taboo. Did some sort of defense down. Oh, you son of a... You evaded. Why'd you evade? Is that a whole turn? It's 2 total evasions. That's actually more than a little bit annoying. I can break it, but it is going to make it so that, I don't think I'll be able to NP again without using a seal. How unfortunate. How unfortunate. It's fine, though. We got this. Yeah, we got this. Sure, it'll cost us a seal, but seals are perfectly fine to use. If you don't use them, you lose them. Or it'll just end the battle before I win. Wow, game. Wow. 2 more madness remnants, at least. That's cool. I'm happy to go mad with madness remnant thingamawhatsits. Can't believe you're making me work so hard. Can't you finish this thing off already? Were it so simple, I would. I think I have a chance to finish this now. These resources I'm working with won't last forever. I need a window to catch my breath. Come on, come on. What? Oh boy, Sakura's giving her more power. Power, she needs more power. Adrenaline is coursing through her veins. More raniment from Sakura? Where'd she get all this? No, never mind that now. This is my chance. This will be a gamble, but if I cast my Mystic Eye over an even larger range, I can petrify the entire area where casters should be hiding. Did it work? It did not work. Wah, wah, wah. I see the petrification is working, and I know for sure that it's reaching caster. Good the crap. If that's true, why isn't that thing fallen up yet? Yeah, I thought the petrification failed, and that's the whole cracking stone iconography was about. Because it's so massive that even my Mystic Eye's petrification is taking a little time to work its way inward. At present, caster is like a parasite hiding within the host's flesh. With the outer layer of flesh is petrified, he makes new flesh to hide himself in. So much like the Russian Matryoshka doll. She's creating more fiend flesh from inside the petrifying fiend and using it like a shield. So then, what do we do? Even if we can figure out where Castor is, it's not going to matter if the petrification doesn't reach him. Then, how are we supposed to defeat him? Ah, my beloved room is full of secrets like all the corpses of all my wives who sneered at me. The next wife who sees those corpses becomes a corpse herself, and the next, and the next. And so the cycle continues into infinity. There's no end of bloody wives to be found in that room, no end of taboos to be unleashed upon the world. Then that means his noble phantasm included the concept of infinity and repetition right from the start. Okay, this arrow is going decently quick. I mean, we are at almost an hour in, mind you. No battle node. We are definitely going to get at least 2 sections done today. Woo! At least 2! Who am I? There's no way I would know. I have an excellent memory. I can clearly recall past events without any effort. I was going to say this was Sakura speaking because it had purple text, but it's Cerejera. So I know there's no point in taking the time and energy to record them on a separate medium. I know that, but for some reason, looking over these records makes me feel at ease. It's a relief to look at external records, compare them to my own memories, and confirm that they're both the same. It's one of the things I do that feels like a form of recreation. But no matter how many times I reread the beginning, I don't see anything that explains this feeling. There's nothing written about it anywhere. Which means it must have been there inside me right from the start. Why? Why do I always feel so incredibly guilty? Because you are not motivating your servant to go out there and fight? But she said always, so again, she has to be a character from another piece of Type Moon Media, and I don't recognize them. Because there's clearly some sort of backstory extrapolation going on here, and again, I don't know who this is, so I don't know what she's connected to. Is she connected to Tsukihime, to Oath Under Snow, to Melty Blood? I just don't know. Hey there, writing another diary entry. I know I said this before, but you AIs have a way to record your internal data memory, right? So how come you go through the trouble of turning materials into pen and paper so you could write out your memories by hand? That's none of your business. I just feel like it. That's so a nice simple answer. Works for me. Even cooking really just comes down to the feeling that good food is better than boring or bad food. If people only cared about filling up on nutrients, there's plenty of ways people could do that without involving stoves and pots. On which note, I have the new dish I made with the materials we got from Grow is done. I spiced it perfectly and has a deep, rich depth of flavor. Its fluidity makes it easy to eat, and it's packed with all different kinds of ingredients. Do you get it? This will go perfectly with the naan I made the other day. Pandava style curry. Now go on, eat up. Put that diary away first so it doesn't get stained. I really don't want any, but you're not gonna let me go until I have some, are you? Okay, here goes. Hell yeah! Yeah, it's good, thanks. Just good. And your expression hasn't changed at all, either. I know it came out well. If I'd served this to Yudhishthira, Arjuna, Nakula, or Sahadeva, I'm positive they'd be smiling from ear to ear, but in your case... I'm sorry, I know you went through a lot of trouble to make this. It's not bad, really, but I don't know, it just feels like... I get it, you got something weighing on your mind and there's not room for anything else. Even my cooking. Right? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Hey, Lancer. What would you do if you were racked by guilt and you had no idea why? I don't know why I feel this way. I really don't. But I can tell it's coming from somewhere inside me. Her seal almost looks like a heart. And it's why I'm scared to do, well, anything. Or rather, the outline of a heart. I was so relieved when you said you were coming back here after they took us to the church. Talk to us at the church. This way I don't have to do anything. Still, I really am the worst, aren't I? The other AI and servants are out there fighting right now. And I'm just here, feeling bad about being the only one not doing anything. Some of the guilt is coming from that. I swear I really am hopeless. I know I messed up, but I have no idea how I got like this or what it means. Master. I knew the diary was pointless, but maybe it wasn't completely useless. At least now I know that no matter how much I write in it, I won't find an answer. So, I'm sorry, Lancer. You're trying to cheer me up with your cooking before you focus on winning the Holy Grail War, right? Unfortunately, I don't think anything's going to work on me. I feel so guilty all the time, and I doubt there's anything that can make it go away. So if you really want to win this, you should just forget about me and... Damn, so I still haven't gotten through to you. Huh? What I mean is, you were too preoccupied with those guys to focus on my food. And that means I didn't do enough prep. Yeah, I think I might have messed up there. So let's get that taken care of real quick and try again. Huh? Yeah, I don't know what kind of more prep he could do. The butt approaches. Oh man, this place is wrecked. Excuse me. I knew it. It's all about fundamentals. He who masters the fundamentals will be the victor. This war is all about resources, so of course the one who gathers the most with the greatest efficiency is going to win. And the one who figures out a system to directly convert those resources into power is all the more secure in their position. Even such a simple truth eluded those fools, so how could they do anything but lose? I knew it. I am Akiri Zolgan. I'm the one who destined to achieve his ideals and reach the root. Uh-oh. Huh? Oh. I've known guys like you. You're greedier and more envious than anyone, but you've got pride in spades. Hey, Janice, welcome to the stream. Howdy things. Yeah, I thought I said something last night at the end of stream, how I was going to be going 1 hour sooner than normal. I could have swore I did, but maybe I imagined that. It was a long stream, and when you do very long streams, what you think you want to say doesn't always come out. But yeah, essentially it's because I've got class tonight, so I wouldn't have been able to go as late as last night, and I wanted to get as much done as possible, so we started an hour earlier so I can end at a reasonable time to prep for class. But how be things, Janice? How be things? You don't even want anyone seeing you lose, so you rely on everyone else to do your fighting for you, as much as you can. Yeah, I'm used to finding guys like that, the sorts who hide at the margins of a fight. Usually I just rely on my instincts to actually find them, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be streaming, like, a lot earlier tomorrow as well. Because tomorrow is my rest day as far as exercise goes. So I don't have to worry about, exercising late morning, early afternoon. So I might be doing an early stream tomorrow. I've not decided on that, though, yet. I have not yet decided on that. No, wait. Maybe you don't deserve to be lumped in with him. It could have been a trick of the light, but I think at least I saw a glimmer of justice deep in your eyes, even if it was held back by reason. Of course, that was also at a distance, before you went and pulled this nonsense. I guess bringing out the big guns and unbalanced your mind. I get it. Handling heavy weapons isn't easy. You... coward. Who am I? I know I messed up, but I have no idea how I got like this, or what it means. The who am I line keeps coming up a lot. It does. And again, like, I know that there was the name drop of alter ego, but I really am getting Pretender vibes from all this still. Like, Bluebeard was pretending to be Giles. And I feel like a lot of these other servants aren't actually who they are, and they're just pretending to be them. Or something like that. Yeah, maybe I'm no different. Honestly, I think I'm a little strange myself. Were I my true warrior self, I'd never have resorted to ambushing a weakling, especially over something that doesn't directly affect my allies. I surprised even myself here. You... But at the moment, I guess I'm more of a cook than anything else. So I'll do whatever prep work I have to, however much of a pain it might be. There's no fun in killing a weakling. But cooks can't be worrying about that kind of thing every time they put down a struggling fish. Jeez, struggling fish indeed. This can't be happening, this can't be happening. I'm Curious Zolgan, a proud, noble mage. Mage? No, yes, I'm not... Oh, I see. I'm just a part of an artificial personality, which means... Damn it. So yeah, he was an artificial intelligence personality pretending to be Zolgan. Again, Pretender works so well here. Does this mean? Oh no. Wah! Wah! Uh-oh. Curses, so there was another dragoon out there. Curse you, my cravenly, cowardly brother-in-law. Curse you. No, my room's been sealed off at the source. No! What just happened? Both Castor and the Colossal Writhing Fiend signal have completely disappeared. The most likely explanation is that something happened to his master. From the look of things, it's likely someone killed him. Who, though? My first guess would be either Lancer or Ryder, who declined to participate in this operation. Though I cannot say whether this was a coincidence or their plan from the start. So if only the master was killed, why did Castor disappear too? Something so large must have required a constant supply of a mass amount of Roniment to function. Even after its supply was cut off, it tried to continue summoning additional smaller fiends. As a result, but all the Roniment Castor was using to maintain his form was swallowed up in an instant by his own noble phantasm. That, at least, is my best guess to what transpired. Plus one to Koyan of Light, on it. Although, that is not the only possible explanation. Wait, that's it? You gotta be kidding me. After all, that is how it ends? This is bullshit! What does it matter as long as it's over? It is over now, right? We've confirmed that Castor's Colossal Writhing Fiend has disappeared. Congratulations on a job well done. Oh, a special transmission from the governor. Gosh, that's neat. Indeed. I do have to say I like Medusa's second ascension, though I think I prefer her first. Her first ascension is far more stylish than her second. So I think first over second for me, so far. Great job, Saber, you were amazing! I didn't do anything special, I only did what I had to. Alright, fine, whatever. If it's really over now, then hurry up and give us our reward. Well? A moment, please. I am considering. Confirming definitions, reviewing data, replaying records, substituting alternative situations, deliberating, comparing, searching for contradictions, no exceptions, no objections. I've come to a conclusion. The definitive factor in ending the situation was the cessation of function on the part of Castor's master. I have therefore determined that the servant responsible for the cessation cessation deserves the lion's share of credit. Most people you know also prefer the first ascension for style points. she does have some drip in that first ascension. She really does. And then she doesn't seem to like her second ascension. Which, given that connection to Athena, I can see why that might be the case. I wouldn't want to be drawing power from the person who's responsible for my demise, after all. And we'll be rewarding his master with an additional command spell. However, I'm not completely heartless. I will send someone over with enough raiment to compensate for your energy expenses later, as a consolation prize. That is all. I look forward to your future efforts and hope you will all participate enthusiastically in the next round. Goodbye. That's it? After all that hard work, all we get is a little raiment? This is bullshit. It's a scam. I figured it would end up like this. Still, at least that monster is finally gone. Now none of the AIs from Grow or anywhere else will have to worry about being eaten. We can go back to our regular peaceful Grow and do the job we love doing so much. Really, what more could I ask for? Nothing more important than peace. Well, peace can't fill your belly. I can't believe all my hard work was for nothing. I'll happily put in whatever effort it takes to get what I want. But I never put in effort for anything else. How humiliating. Quit whining already. Sure, it's a shame we didn't get that command spell, but hey, at least we aren't going home empty-handed. I'm not happy about the circumstances that led to this, but the fact remains regardless. With that creature gone, the next thing we're going to see is a ton of damage to Fen, Grow, and other AIs coming to repair to have their injuries treated. And that means this is a huge opportunity for us to rake in the raiment, so this is no time to stand around complaining. Whew, I can't wait to start repairing. Okay, and now I can't see that other possible command seal on her left hand. You are really fired up about this. Meanwhile, I think I'm going to go and take over the build sector, since they are now lacking a governor. Who knows, maybe Sion can build us a way out of here. Yes, the Pokemon VODs have started to go up because I'm out of any FGO VODs in the backlog. So Pokemon is going up, and when Pokemon is done, I should hopefully be done with this Ordeal Call, and then Ordeal Call will start going up. And then who knows? Because I want to upload all of Unlimited Blade Works in one go, and don't know how far along I am in that. Talk about a wild fiend chased. All that hard work and all we got was reimbursed for our expenses. And I think there's a term for this kind of thing. Passion exploitation, wasn't it? Passion, huh? You know, in spite of everything, I really did do my best out there. Thanks for giving this your all, comma. Head pat time. Yes, that's it. That's the stuff. Now I feel like I just about broke even. Oh, did you want to pat my head too while you're at it? Of course. No? I do want to pat her head. Why didn't they let me pat Kama's head? Would have been adorable. It was an incredibly messy conclusion. As a result, the bird looking down upon the world from above couldn't help but think that this made for a completely unsuitable first step to this war. There is another faction. I knew it. This bird has the archer class too. Calling it now. In fact, it didn't even qualify as such. The situation itself only made that clearer. There was someone who had given a small bit of grace. A being with will of his own continued to struggle for his life in the way that all living things do. No. To be fair, I think the one that went out today was back in March. So, it's an old VOD. Like an old VOD. But, should I start? I should probably start including that in descriptions, shouldn't I? Thinking back to some of the other VOD things that I've watched, people do tend to include the day that it was streamed in their VODs. I should probably start doing that. I need to make a note to myself to start doing that. He alive? Bluebeard's alive. Frick. Could Noble always make sure to have a gilded carriage at the ready? A secret carriage, of course. Since I possess one, it must be so. Now to send it home. Although, how tragic. With no money to my name, what woman would ever want to marry a man like me? I can't see anymore, but I can tell you a servant. Who are you? Has the Reaper come to collect the fallen grain? Oh. This must be the archer. Not a lot of detail being shown about them. Are these another set of red leather gloves, or are they blood-stained hands again? Man, are these more red gloves that a servant is wearing? I'm kidding, I kid. But, interesting sprite. Very Zenobia-esque. Those are bloodstained hands, got it. Well, why haven't you finished me off yet? What's more, the servant's master wasn't even properly disposed of. Normally, the winner of a battle should be given the authority. That is, the rule of the Holy Grail War. If the master isn't nearby, we can just remove their AI core and transplant it elsewhere. But Lancer was content to merely destroy the master's outer shell. He even left his command spell intact. In which case, this master should be given another chance. Yes, he overstepped, but right now things are far too stable. There are too many masters here who are not at all eager to engage in their own acts of aggression. We can't have that. We must have servants and masters fighting and killing one another. That is the power at the heart of the AEC method. The power that makes this world go around. AEC. That sounds familiar. AEC sounds familiar. Automatic energy commission method? So something with energy? Possibly? Which is why I will now create a new master. Fortunately, the experimental format set for Build's Prime AI allows for a certain degree of inventive freedom. So come forth, wicked AI master. Come forth. It's just trying to say that this isn't Pretender Ordeal Call, isn't it? It's trying to prove my theory incorrect. It's trying, but until I fight an alter ego, I refuse to believe it. Alter ego inverted master. But that is section 6. I think it was 6. Was it 6 or was that 7? That was section 6. Another long note is the next one. Okay, so as far as the YouTube side of things then, we will be calling this video. So, people of YouTube, please be sure to subscribe if you want to catch when the next part comes out. It'll be coming out tomorrow, of course, but you'll exactly get the notification for when. Drop a like if you want to show some support, and comment on the video to let me know how you feel. That's new dialogue. Makiri is an alter ego inverted type master, a blank made from the created blank directive. There's clearly some mysteries afoot. Clearly some mysteries, but we'll find them all out in the next video. So, thank you for coming out, YouTube, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.